Okay, let's continue putting in the rest of the divs. And this is a good point to save your page. So go ahead and hit save. And you can name this index. Just gonna move that, index HTML. And I'll click save. Now another thing you could do is, again, I'm leaving in the text here in the nav bar as well. And I've selected the div itself. Again, I'm working in design view. And I'm just going to hit my right arrow and then insert the next div, which is going to be my sidebar. So even though it says add insertion point here, that's not correct. I want it to go over after tag. And this is important. This is the difference between add insertion point, again, after tag, and then after the nav bar. And this is going to be the sidebar. I'll click new. And again, same process. Select the color for that. Different color. Maybe something yellowish, and then box. So this is going to be a little bit shorter in width, so I'm going to say 350 there, and in height 600. And I'll click OK, and OK. There's my sidebar. The next one is a little bit different. You need to add a float so that it goes to the proper area here. And we could do that now or before. So you can see here that I have this sidebar selected. So it's automatically saying insert wraparound selection. Nope, I want it to go after tag, and I want it to go after the last div that I've included in there or added. And this is going to be main, new CSS rule. So under background, again, I'm going to add a color here. And again, if these don't end up in the area that you want them in, we could always fix it in the CSS styles. So do not worry too much. It will turn out. So let's say 650, because this one's 350 and 650, that's 1,000 across. And here I want it to be the same height as my sidebar. Another important thing for this is I want this to float right. And then click OK and OK. Now you can see that it went into the right spot there. And again, if I select this and I hit my right arrow key, it should come up to where it needs to be, but I just want to make sure. No, add insertion point, after tag, main. So after the main one, we're going to add our last div, which is footer, new CSS rule, OK. Now this one we need to clear a couple things here, so I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit darker there, and it could be black because I'll add some white text to that. That'll make a good class for me to be able to do or demonstrate. Under box, I want this to be 1000 in width and 100 what I have remaining as far as my 1000 pixels goes. I only have 1000 left because I've used everything else up in the other divs. I want this float, no float actually, but I want it to clear both. So I want it to clear the sidebar and the main. So I'm going to add a both there. That should end up where it needs to be, but we'll see here. And there it is. Now again, I've got the text placeholder there and text placeholder there. And we've completed our CSS structure. So in the next video, I'll show you how to add some classes. For this, I would advise you could use the lorem ipsum, but I'll show you a nice trick on how to add that automatically, and then we'll be done with this assignment. So hopefully this video helps, and I'll see you in the next video.